Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 2 of the first round, Rangers versus Devils, where the Rangers win 5-1, taking a 2-0 series lead after winning both games in New Jersey. I'm speechless. I entered Game 1 expecting a loss. I thought, hey, the Devils, they've had a great season. They're hyped up. It's going to be the first playoff game they've had at home in like 5 years. They're going to be feeling it, right? You're going to lose Game 1. I viewed it as a foregone conclusion, to be quite honest. And the Rangers absolutely beat the tar out of them in Game 1. And I was like, wow. I mean, that's impressive. That's very impressive. But the Devils are not a bad team. They've got good players. They've got good coaching. They're going to turn it around. They're not going to do that again. They're not going to get beat to death in their own house again in Game 2. That would be ignorant to think that they would play that poorly again and get beaten that thoroughly in Game 2. And then Game 2 comes along, and I think the Rangers beat them worse. The Devils played a solid first 12, 13 minutes. And then after the Eric Haula goal, they fell off a cliff. They fell into the abyss. I can't think of a good shot they had after that point. The Rangers smothered them again. They couldn't establish anything in the Rangers zone. They couldn't get out of their own zone. They couldn't do anything 5-on-5 against the Rangers. They couldn't stop the Rangers' power play. And they couldn't get anything going the few times they had the man advantage. The Rangers have played so unbelievably well. I am flabbergasted. Like, again, I was coming into the series expecting it was going to be a 7-game series. Every game was going to be either 1 or 2 goals or overtime. I'm only talking about, I'm not talking about the regular season, not talking about the first 82 games of this season, right? Only the 2 games that the teams have played or are currently playing, because the Kraken Avs and Jets Knights games are still happening currently. I'm watching the Jets and Knights game. No one's looked as good as the Rangers have in the first 2 games. No one. Not a team. I don't know how after 2 games, and I know it's only 2 games, of a possible 28. I understand how incredibly early on it is to say that. I don't know how you could show me a team that could beat them right now. They have played unbelievable. Everything for the Rangers is working. The power play looks great. The first line looks great. The second line looks great. The third and fourth line are getting it done. What you need them to do, they're doing it. The defense looks incredible. They look as good as they have looked in the past few seasons. And Shesterkin, through the first 120 minutes of the series, through the first 2 games, has not been beaten 5-on-5. There was the Eric Haula power play goal tonight, and Jack Hughes penalty shot. That's it. The Devils have been unable to beat him even strength. And then for the Rangers, 5 goals. Tarasenko scored again. Big deadline acquisition coming up clutch. We'll talk about that in a minute. About a different acquisition at the deadline. But he gets a goal. He gets him on the board. Ties it. Back-to-back power play goals from Chris Kreider. Tipping it in front. I believe it was the first one that was just ridiculous. Like, he was off to the side of the net and just perfectly gets it past Vanacek. Beautiful. Beautiful job by Kreider. Best net front guy in the league. Bar none. Bar none. What, 38 tip-ins in the past 2 seasons for Kreider? It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Right? He became the all-time leader yesterday. At the pace he is scoring goals this postseason, I know it's only 2 games, he's going to hit 40 career postseason goals tomorrow. Or Saturday. He's looked great. And then Kane! Oh my god, we got to talk about the Kane goal! I've said for the past 2 seasons, right? And I've said it in a couple of videos. I know I've said it on the podcast for the Rangers that I do with Evan. That I was unsure about Kane because I know that offensively he's a bit of a liability. And I thought putting him on a line, potentially with Panarin, might be bad because you have two turnover-prone wingers. And again, that's sort of what wingers are for. But two turnover-prone wingers that could become a liability in the playoffs. And I think it was Bratt on that play. He ate him alive. He stole the puck from him in the defensive zone and then did it again in the neutral zone. Carries in. He had Kreider wide open. He could have passed it, but no. He was feeling himself. He knew. He knew. He's feeling it. That's the best playoff performer of the past, of the 21st century. The best playoff performer of his generation. And he was feeling it. And then he did it. That was 2015, Kaner. That was prime Patrick Kane on that goal. Are you kidding me? And then beautiful pass from Hedl to set up Kakko. Beautiful bar down on that play. Just perfect shot from Kakko. Schneider got into a fight in this game. I think it was after that goal. Got into it with McLeod. That was a great tilt, by the way. If you didn't catch that, you got to go find that. That was an incredible fight. Refs, good job letting them go. Good job letting them have at it. They beat the piss out of each other. It was incredible to watch. I have no... I don't know what to tell you about how good they've looked through 2 games. I am completely speechless. I entered it nervous about the Rangers. Because, again, they looked pretty on and off in the regular season. And when they were on, oh my God, were they on. They looked incredible. And then when they'd be off, couldn't do a thing. Couldn't do a thing. Couldn't pot a goal if your life depended on it when they were off. And we had the theories of they're not trying. They're saving themselves for the postseason. And the thing about that is it's a wonderful theory to have. But it can be shot to hell real quick if when you get to the postseason, you don't immediately flip a switch and start massacring opponent. And through 2 games, I can't recall, and I know bias to the Rangers and recency bias are going to completely kill me when I say this. I don't recall watching a team flip the switch like they have through 2 games. It has been mind-blowing what they've done in Game 1 and Game 2 against the Devils. And at this point, they win Game 3. Game 3 is going to be insane. They go back to Madison Square Garden with a 2-0 lead over one of their most bittered rivals, with a chance to take the 3-0 stranglehold, all but ensuring that it's over, in front of Madison Square Garden, in the playoffs, on a Saturday night. Oh, that place is going to... Every rivet in that building is going to be shaking. And I can't wait to watch it. Oh, it's going to be incredible. That's Saturday, 8 o'clock, Devils, Rangers, in Madison Square Garden. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that's all I have to say. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.